In France, a second night of anger and confrontation. There is fury here over the killing of a teenage boy by police. Tensions worsened by mistrust of authority. Here in Nanterre, fireworks are used to ward off the police while the streets are blocked by flames that light up the area. Toulouse and Lille among the other places where anger spilled over, with the police struggling to keep control. There have been clashes between police and residents in towns and cities across France, but this place, Nanterre, remains the focal point because this, of course, was the catalyst for all the disorder that has followed. And what you've seen tonight are more of these big fires being staged in roads around this whole district. And it started with this. A teenager shot dead after police stop his car in the Paris suburb of Nanterre. He tried to drive off. Moments later, the car crashes. A passenger is stopped and a nation reacts. The policemen have both been arrested. They're in custody and an investigation has been launched. The victim, a 17-year-old called Naël, mourned by his mother.
I've lost a 17-year-old child. They took my baby. He was still a child. He needed his mother. This morning, he gave me a big kiss and told me he loved me. I said, be careful, and told him I love him.
Her son's killing lit a fire that has long been simmering in Paris suburbs where crime, racism and hatred of the police are chronic problems. That anger won't be lanced easily. In Nanterre and across France, tension is simmering. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Nanterre.
Well, that was Adam's report, and he's now sent the latest from Nanterre.
This morning, France is waking up after another night of clashes around the country in Lille and Toulouse, and predictably here in Nanterre, the Paris suburb that was the catalyst for all the disorder that has followed. Behind me over there, you can see fires burning in the middle of the street. We can see riot police officers there, and in fact just walking past us here, and the smell of tear gas still lingers. This is not going to end easily. And why? Well, because this area and all of France has now seen that video of a French police officer shooting a teenager in a car just a mile or so from where I'm standing. Now, that has been condemned by the president, by the interior minister, by prominent individuals, including Kylian Mbappé, the super famous French footballer who grew up also in a French suburb. And what has happened is a synthesis of all the discontent by people who live here about what they see as the brutality of the police, about the way that they think that the system has forgotten them, hasn't given them jobs or education, has left them behind in the economy. And that discontent has clearly simmered and boiled over here, driven by the fury over the killing of this 17-year-old. What will now happen is a march from the prefecture here in Nanterre, led by the mother of the teenager who died. The question here in Nanterre and for all of France is whether this discontent will continue or whether it will simmer out. And right now, nobody knows the answer to that.